Welcome back, friends. Caribou Dave here, coming to you from inside the tree fort here at the outpost next to Lantern 1, and I have a nice cleaned out area under this live oak tree, festooned with scenic bromeliad and some lanterns out here, and it's a cool day in the FLA. I know the friends of mine up north are getting some lake effect snow in the Ohio. And down here it was 45 when I got up, north wind, mist, and raining, kind of miserable. So thinking of cold weather and just thinking of travel, life on the road, living in the mobile adaptable homestead lifestyle. Inside of this box I bought at Home Depot, by the way, these boxes are junk. The lids, every one of these that I have, the lid's broken on, has a crack in it. This one's got a crack. So don't buy these to keep your stuff in. But inside this magic box is stuff that I carry in my vehicle for any kind of road eventuality that I try to think that I might encounter. So today on Caribou Dave, we're going to talk about the road box in the back of the truck known as Norma. Just some stuff I carry just in case of a road hazard, road emergency, or just in general things that might come in handy. I do have a shovel in here. It's actually a German or Austrian shovel. It's got the pick on it. It's got a case. It's pretty heavy duty. I wouldn't carry it camping, but this is pretty darn handy to have a shovel. And let's go. I was just going to go off the top. An item I've used a number of times. I think my battery in my vehicle is getting weak, but I have it's Audru brand, and I picked this up off of recommendation off the Wrangler Star site. But this is a rechargeable battery slash jumper pack. The one that I got will jump a diesel. I do not have a diesel truck, so therefore I figured it would work great, and it really does. I've used it a couple times. Plug it in. I keep it charged. Part of my protocol is if I use it, or at least once a month, I'm going to check it, remove the dog hair, and from the corner there, I'll check it and make sure that I've got a full charge. It's got a flashlight, which actually could come in handy in the dark, and this is a pretty important item, so that's something definitely recommend. The Caribou mom has a smaller one for her vehicle, but a battery slash jumper pack. I do have jumper cables in here, but this is real handy. You don't need another vehicle if you don't have one. And here we go. Let's see here. I picked up, when I started traveling, a portable air pump. What's the brand on this one? I have no idea how to pronounce it. Teskia, something like that. Anyway, this has a pretty long 12-volt cord on it. It's a little bit more like a real compressor than some of the others. I know my tire pressures on the new camper are higher, and I believe, I don't know, I believe this one will go up to what I need it to, which is 80 pounds. 12-volt compressor. That being said, I also carry some slime to fix flats. I've got both the trailer tire version and the car tire version. I know this stuff works. I've used it before. Brake fluid, power steering fluid, oil. Should carry my Rain-X in here. I dumped this in my washer fluid. 303 aerospace protectant. This is just something to protect rubber tires with. A funnel. Carry a tire plug kit. I've used this on Norma. I just didn't get new tires before I came down here, but literally a week after I bought the vehicle, I ran over a giant bolt on the side of the road when I was getting out of the way of an ambulance, and that tire went flat. I called AAA because I didn't want to have to change it myself. They came out, but they didn't have anyone get the spare tire off because it was stuck, so we just plugged it, and carry a tire plug kit. It's pretty darn important. I actually have a multimeter in here. I just know where it is. I carry it in the vehicle. Small multimeter. It's a cheapy one. It's kind of handy. I use it it's for RV life as well as regular life. 2-cycle oil, in case you have a 2-cycle motor and you're, long story short. I always carry, folks, the secret papers. You never know when code brown happens and you're in the field. I carry sandpaper. Honestly, that's to clean off contacts. Sometimes if your contacts get bad on your batteries or other parts vehicles, tow equipment, contacts can go bad. Sandpaper is handy, clean those off with. A variety of straps. I have some NRS, those are river straps for kayaks and things, but those work pretty well. I've got a set of ratchet straps in here. I have a couple other sets in the vehicle, but these are extra ratchet straps. You never know what those will come in handy for. I also carry a Schumacher 12-volt charger. Plugs into a 110 and it can charge your battery, but this is handy if you're somewhere and you need to charge any kind of battery. It's compact, fits in here. I carry a roll of Visqueen or just regular construction plastic. Shop towels, pretty handy for cleaning the hands. I have an older 12-volt compressor. This came out of a different vehicle before I had the heavier duty one. So I've got two of them in here. These things take forever, but if you have no other option, 12-volt compressors handy. Carried some denatured alcohol. One is for a backpacking stove, two is just to clean things off. Can of brown spray paint. You never know when you need to camouflage things. This is actually not just in here because it's convenient apparently, but yeah, I don't know if I need that for anything. A couple bungees. These are battery operated road flares. These are darn handy to carry. They have a magnet on them. Table's not really that magnetic here. And you can set these out on the road and they're going to flash at night. This has a flashlight function on it too. There's 3 of these in this pack. There you go, flashlight function on there, and it's off. There's 3 of these. Those are handy. You can put them, stick them onto something metal so you have one on your vehicle and set them out behind the road if you're broken down or someone else is broken down. Jumper cables. These are just a cheap Harbor Freight set, but they do have a battery charge indicator on them, which comes in handy. It was pretty accurate. I've used it on a couple other folks. I've got a funnel, and this can basically hook onto any kind of gas can. And it's just a cheapy one, but if you need a funnel for something, like a gas can or even onto one of these lids, that's an extra funnel to have with me. A couple extra candles. An old lift assignment sheet from the ski resort, which I have no idea why that's in here. Some zip ties, some long zip ties or cable ties. Allen wrenches that I couldn't find. I do carry road flares. These are pretty good sized ones. These are, or as known in the railroad world as fusees. These are the old school flares, and I've got 4 of them in here that still are pretty good. Have some short ones also that are not in here, that are in a different compartment in the vehicle. Those are just a few things that I'm going to carry. Fluids, flat tires, jumpers, things to do that. You know, things to keep your window clear. Preservative. There's 303 Aerospace Protect. It's been around a while. It does protect things. I use it on my tires on my RV versus having a tire cover. Spray it down with 303 Aerospace Protectant. And of course, you know, your can of camouflage spray paint, which heaven only knows why that's in there, but there it is. That's a real basic kit. There's a bungee in here. I carry other stuff in the car. I do have my other first aid kits in the car. I usually have a tool kit with me just because I work in a maintenance capacity sometimes, so I have my tools in the vehicle. Yeah, basically it's just a basic set of stuff. This is a good smattering of things to have with you. Oil's probably some of the most important stuff you can carry. Your engine doesn't go far when it's out of oil, and you never know if you can help somebody else with it. So, basic car kit, folks, from the Caribou Dave Mobile Adaptable Sustainable Homestead here in the FLA, and hopefully you guys are staying safe up north, and we're going to stay safe down here in the south. And if we're off in a backcountry setting, hopefully we've got enough stuff here to get ourselves out of a jam. A lot of people carry tow straps. I don't have any of those. I do have tow hooks on the front of this vehicle. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get some of those. Some people carry come-alongs or other jacks. I do have a 2-ton small floor jack in a case in the back of the vehicle because I have room for it. I didn't drag that out. I forgot it was in there until I just thought of that right now. But yeah, floor jack. The vehicles come with a jack, but if you can get something like a bottle jack or a floor jack, carry some blocks to get that up closer to the frame of the vehicle as well. Rather have something that feel a bit more secure with on the side of the road than the measly little jack that comes with, especially in Florida or areas where there's a lot of sand and the roadsides are going to be pretty soft. So there's a short list of some things I carry in the vehicle that might turn out to be handy when you get yourself in a jam, or to help out someone else who's in a jam and having a bad day. You never know when something you've got that costs $10 and you can refill it easily might come in and make somebody else's day work out a lot better. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. I hope you have a good holiday, and more to come soon. And remember, folks, if you can, please subscribe, like, click the thumbs up, and something about a notification bell that the Shrags are always telling me about, but I have no clue what that is. But Caribou Dave here, coming to you from the FLA. Gotta go. Not only has you heat your house or your miniature house or your RV, you can take your crystallized honey, local honey, and set it on there, and sure enough, it's gonna re-liquefy your honey. So there's a little pro tip on your NV wall heater.